Thank you for tuning in to my weekly video devotion, the November 4th edition. I'm going to read to you the very famous Footprints prayer. One night I had a dream. I dreamed I was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flashed scenes from my life. For each scene I noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to me and the other to the Lord. When the last scene of my life flashed before us, I looked back at the footprints in the sand. I noticed that many times along the path of my life there was only one set of footprints. I also noticed that it happened at the very lowest and saddest times of my life. This really bothered me, and I questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I have noticed that during the most troublesome times of my life, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why in times when I needed you the most, you left me. The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you and I would never leave you during your times of trial and suffering. When you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. All right, my wife Diane are currently under quarantine after a possible exposure to COVID-19. So far, we're feeling well. We thank you for your prayers. We hope to be back in the office on November 9th, on that Monday. This Sunday kicks off our fall stewardship program. It was written by Pastor Mark Anderson, who serves as an assistant to the bishop of our Northeastern Iowa Synod, and it's entitled, You Are Not Alone. As you drive around town, you may start to see some yard signs, not political signs, but some yard signs that say you are not alone, and then they have the name of our church underneath of that on them as well. One of the main points of the Beloved Footprints poem is that Jesus does not desert us during the trying times in our lives. This pandemic definitely qualifies, I think, as one of the most trying times in most of our lives. Thankfully, Diane and I, will certainly not hoarding things, have tried to keep our pantry and our home well stocked with essential items. Still, there are times when we run out of things. We're grateful to Carrie and Pat Mott for bringing us groceries shopping for us last Wednesday. And some things we've been able to order online, like dog food. We needed some things from Walmart, and so placed an order online last Friday, and that really worked well with the curbside pickup. So, as Diane and I are very aware of and thankful for, we're very aware of and thankful for all the people who went out of their way to assist us during this time of quarantine. Our annual stewardship emphasis begins this Sunday and will run for the next 3 weeks. We're looking for some of our members who are willing to do so to write a paragraph about how the response of our congregation during the pandemic has either benefited them or how their involvement in a ministry of this congregation during this time has made them feel. If you'd be willing to write one of those paragraphs, please send them to my email, pastor@zionstjohn.org. I'll close by sharing one of my stories with you. West Fork Food Pantry is a cooperative ministry of 5 congregations. The food's distributed from Zion St. John twice a month. Recently, I was helping one of the people who came in to shop. They have the option of either coming in to shop for items or going through the drive-thru and getting a pre-made box. This person decided to shop for herself. As she came down into the fellowship hall and looked around, she had this amazing look of joy on her face. It kind of reminded me of how the look on Dorothy's face when she first landed in the land of Oz from that movie, The Wizard of Oz. She said to me, I had no idea this was here. Where did all this food come from? Who paid for it? I explained to her that we buy our food from the Food Bank of Iowa and that the food was purchased by donations that we received from individuals, churches, and businesses. She became rather emotional and said, I didn't know what I was going to do. I just can't believe this. Thank you so much. So how did that make me feel? Well, I sleep better at night, knowing that we are reaching out into the community, providing nourishment. But beyond that, we're providing hope. Hope to people who are so affected by this pandemic. You are not alone. You're never alone. Jesus is always with you. Even during those darkest of days, he will carry you. for that. Thanks be to God. Thanks for tuning in.